if you followed me for any length of time, you know I don't trust polls. The data can be manipulated to say whatever the article writer or whoever's talking about the poll wants to convey. That being said, there are some new polls out that show Kamala Harris beating Donald Trump in a lot of the swing states within the margin of error, but having that margin of error lead, which is all good news. The trends are trending that she is picking up steam in those states. But again, polls can be manipulated to say whatever they want. There was also a poll out that said Kamala Harris is more trusted by people to run the economy than Donald Trump. This is the first time since that particular poll was taken. I think it was done by the Financial Times, that a Democrat has won that poll because traditionally people believe the narrative that Republicans are better for the economy. So, some very favorable polling coming out for Kamala Harris. But you know who does believe in polls and who cares very deeply about them? Donald Trump. And apparently, Donald Trump is pissed in private about his failing poll numbers because to him, it's a sign that he's not as popular. And he thinks he should be the most popular person in the world. Everybody should love him. And he can't fathom an idea as to why anybody wouldn't like him. So, with that being said, with these bad poll numbers coming out for Donald Trump, apparently he's lashing out in private. And he called up some PAC donors and some PAC people, basically said they were rhinos and they weren't doing enough to help him get elected, and a whole bunch of stuff because he went on a tirade because his numbers are falling. Well, now there's some worry that those donors are not going to be donating as much money. And this is to a campaign that is already hemorrhaging money. Donald Trump does not have a lot of money. He doesn't pay venues that he already goes to. I guess I didn't know at the time I did the video. I talked about him going to Bozeman, Montana for that rally. Well, he couldn't land in Bozeman. He had to land in Billings because he still owed the Bozeman airport from the last time he went there for fuel. At least that's what's being reported by some people. So, and there's a lot of venues that say Donald Trump just has not paid them, going all the way back to 2020, some as far back as 2016. So, with all this being said, Donald Trump is lashing out at people who are trying to help him get elected and saying they're not doing enough, and he may be costing himself even more funding, all because he is very worried about how he appears in these polls. And the polls right now are favoring Kamala Harris.